a little bit of time to listen to a Zoom this morning from Alberta Health Services to get into the energy of the day. This is a very important day. Not only do we wear orange in recognition of all the Indigenous children that have been found, over 6,000 to date. It is a day that we can, as a species, as a humanity, come together and show our friends of First Nations, of Inuit, of Métis, of Indigenous, that we care and that we stand with them. And so I wanted to share today a little bit about how did we come to a day of truth and reconciliation? The federal government is recognizing September the 30th as the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, making it a federal state holiday today. That's how important it is. Every child matters. Every child matters. Every child matters. And there's a story of how we got to wear the orange shirt, and it is this, and I'd love to share it. So come on in, everybody. Tell me that you're here and that you can hear me and see me okay. And it is National Truth and Reconciliation Day, Wear Orange Day. On September the 30th, 1973, a 6-year-old named Phyllis Webstad attended her first day of residential school. She was stripped of her clothes, including the new orange shirt her grandma had bought her. In sharing her story, Phyllis recounts, the color orange has always reminded her of that moment. The moment of being stripped of her clothes and identity. And how her feelings didn't matter, how no one cared, and how she felt like she was worth nothing. All of the children were crying, and no one cared. Today, an orange shirt and the color orange symbolize the lost identities of Indigenous students at residential schools. The feather symbolizes high honor, power, wisdom, trust, strength, and freedom. Feathers are seen as gifts from the sky. This is a call to remember the tragic history of residential schools, to honor the life lost, and to acknowledge the intergenerational trauma felt by those who have survived. We honor First Nations, Inuit, and Métis survivors, their families and communities as a vital part in the process of reconciliation. National Truth Today is National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. And so, this was, good morning, Kim. Hi, Lindsay. This was very poignant when I read this morning. Every First Nations person is either a survivor of a residential school, a child of a survivor, a grandchild of a survivor, or all three. And it says, please read that again and let it sink in. What was done to them is so tragic and horrible. And so today, this is a clarion call that in addition to wearing orange today, I'm asking that at 2:15 today, please take 2 minutes and 15 seconds of silence in memory and honor of the first 215 that never returned home from residential school. Currently, the number is estimated at 6,509 and climbing. Today, as we observe National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, it is so important to not just let this be another day, but to take the time to engage in educating ourselves and our future generations to reflect on the history of this day and of residential schools. This knowledge, comprehension, will help develop an understanding of the generational trauma experienced by our Indigenous family, friends, communities, and neighbors, so we can create better relationships and work harder toward reconciliation and never allow cultural genocide to leave a smear on Canadian history ever again, ever again, ever, ever again. And so, when I knew that I had to do my live this morning, I was, as a white person, what can I offer? And that's why this morning, when my sister sent me the AHS, the Alberta Health Services link to the day in Zoom, their celebration, their acknowledgement, I don't know if you call it a celebration, cancel celebration, their acknowledgement of the day, their respect of this day, I got to listen to the orange shirt story. I got to listen to two elders. And the last one said, "Don't listen to your heart and mind. They lead you astray. Today, it is important to tap into your spirit, for it is in our spirits that we are all one, that we are all the same. And today is a day of healing." And how she said that you need to heal it. You need to feel it to heal it. You need to feel it to heal it. And today is a day that they can move forward out of guilt and shame and tragedy and grief. And we can help support that. We can light candles. We can wear orange. We can learn. We can learn a little bit each day. We can be tolerant of each other. That we can also recognize what happened in the past, that we are the ones that are living in this present time, and that what we do today matters. Our intention on this day matters. And so with that, I have a prayer that I'd love to share, and it is entitled, let me see if I can just find it here. It is a traditional Native American prayer, and I'd love to share it with all of you. O Great Spirit, whose voice I hear in the wind, whose breath gives life to all the world, hear me. I need your strength and wisdom. Let me walk in beauty and make my eyes ever behold the red and purple sunset. Make my hands respect the things you have made, and my ears sharp to hear your voice. Make me wise so that I may understand the things you have taught my people. Help me to remain calm and strong in the face of all that comes towards me. Let me learn the lessons you have hidden in every leaf and rock. Help me seek pure thoughts and act with the intention of helping others. Help me find compassion without empathy overwhelming me. I seek strength not to be greater than my brother, but to fight my greatest enemy, myself. Make me always ready to come to you with clean hands and straight eyes. Oh, when life fades as the fading sunset, my spirit may come to you without shame. And so it is. As I listened this morning to the elder, it was in May of this year that the children decided to awaken, if you will, that Mother Earth had been holding them for all this time, that all of our Indigenous friends knew that they were there. It was time that we all listened, that we all woke up, and Mother Earth started to release them. There is a lot that we humans need to learn. And our Indigenous friends are the keepers of the land. They are a people with great wisdom and knowledge and love of Mother Earth. And she is speaking, and we must listen. We must listen. Today, I ask you to join me in wearing orange, in really learning what is it today that we are acknowledging, and what can we do to be the change that we want to see. My heart hurts for what people in my faith did to our fellow humans. And my heart doesn't understand. And so today, I'm holding space for forgiveness. A group of bishops have sent an apology, long overdue. It is a step in the right direction as we move forward on this very first National Day of Truth and Reconciliation. To end, I consulted Kyle Gray's Angels and Ancestors card. And to close, I want to share the Autumn card. Release the old and rest. Release all of the pressure and expectation weighing you down. Shed it all so that you can recover before moving into a time of renewal. Autumn is when the trees are preparing for the long, cold winter and must let go of all the weight they are carrying in order to continue to grow and prosper. Sometimes you too just have to surrender an aspect of yourself in order to continue to grow and prosper. The raven on the autumn card shows that there is an opportunity to heal at this time. In Celtic animal medicine, the raven is the bird of healing and initiation. The healing it brings is a shift that allows you to move into a more powerful psychic space where you can be more aware of your needs and desires and be better supported. You know what is heavy, what is holding you back. Is it a person, a situation, a dream, a place, a thing? Like the trees letting go of their leaves and fruit in the autumn, it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. When you hold on, you try to control reality, and that never works. When you let go, you make space for the new to enter your life. You are being guided by your angels and nature herself to release whatever is stopping you from moving forward. And you can do this. When the autumn card arrives in the future position of a spread, or as the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that the coming autumn will usher in important energies with regard to your intentions and question. So really tap into that. What are you receiving from that card, as well as the message that I've shared from Kyle? So release the old and rest. I think today is a day of great healing. That is my prayer. That is my prayer. That we can move forward with forgiveness, with truth, with reconciliation, with acknowledging a people that have been so hurt. With that, I'm going to post the link for AHS for the live streams for today, in the hopes that you might tap in. At the very least, tap into your spirit. Because we are all one. We are all one. On behalf of Join Vitality Center and myself, Giuliana Mello, I am wishing you peace on this day of National Truth and Reconciliation. And to all my friends, namaste. Namaste, friends.